Hello, everybody on YouTube. I am making a video today on a parlor tour. I have been asked to give more details on our parlor, more specifics. I'll do my best. So here we go. We'll start the tour. First off, we got to start with the cow area. When we catch our cows, we put grain down and we lock them up. All of our cows are halter broke, so they have to lead to be on this property to go from their pen to our parlor. Actually, two people asked me why we don't just let the cows go, because they can get out. So yeah, I'll show you. So here's their pen, here's the gate that we open, and here's the open alleyway. They can get out. So they go from their pen and we lead them into the parlor. So sometimes a cow will go into the parlor just fine, but we've had a couple times where the cow realized, oh, I can get out, and they just go wherever they want. So we hand bring them to our parlor and they go into these head slots there. We put grain down over here. So down here, we'll put grain down, and that's their motivation to come into this parlor. So they step up here. The step up, I believe, is roughly like 10 inches. And as you can see, it's got a little toe spot there, which is really nice. It's just that much more space for you to kind of get closer to the cows. The cows don't usually kick because they're afraid of kind of falling off. So we've had really good luck with having no kicking cows. So up top is our, what is that called? Vacuum line, okay? Down below, we have a low line milk system. Here we go. It's right in there. Out, and it goes into the next part of the building. All right, so now we're gonna go into our milk house. So the low line system goes right into this little holding tank here, okay? And that'll go from the pump into our tank. As you can see, it's not going into the tank, but I'll show you. So I just took that part off, and now it goes into the tank. And so this is our little 30-gallon tank. We just purchased this 140-gallon tank. We are waiting to put the little legs on the bottom because as you can see, the spout is too short, and we need to have it as tall as that tank is, because we hand bring our milk in little buckets. We have to hand bucket, then bring it into our cheese room over here. And it goes into our cheese vat. So that's how we collect the milk. It's all raw milk. We make raw milk cheeses aged for 60 days. So yeah, that is our parlor and our milk. We like this plastic. It's like a PVC plastic. It's really nice and easy to clean. We also have, this is an embankment barn, so behind that cement is dirt. Keeps this barn really warm in the winter, cool in the summer. We really like the floors for our cows, really grippy. We do wish the cement was a little more grippy. The people that poured our cement didn't do the best job with. As you can see, there's water that kind of pools right there. Most of it kind of is supposed to go downhill. But yeah, that's one of our big things that we're annoyed at, and we wish that this was maybe a little bit more grippy. As you can see, it has some texture, but for the most part, it's pretty good. We also have this drain, and we cover it with another mat when we bring the cows in because we don't want them to get scared. So that's basically the parlor. We wished, if we had to change it also, that we would use that plastic PVC for the walls and ceiling, because condensation builds up, especially in the winter when you get the warmth in here and the coolness out there. But we really like it. There's a lot of room in here. This is where we keep our hose. And then this door will close all the way. It'll slide closed, which we keep it closed all the time. This door here for the cheese room is awesome. It's really big, so in case we did need to take our cheese vat out, we could. And I'll show you our cheese making room. I just got done cleaning. I had to clean some cheese forms. So in our cheese making room, I don't think I can open the door all the way. So this is a 105 gallon pasteurizer slash cheese vat. And then we have a 3-bay sink required. And then of course your hand washing sink, which we also have that over there, right there. Everything has to be on stainless steel and washed and cleaned. I wash the walls and ceiling all the time. The floors, obviously, every time I do cheese. This is my drying rack from our cheese. They stay there and it dries after it's in the brine. It's warm in here. I keep a heater in here, but I like to circulate the air, so I have a fan going. That's our press, our Dutch press. I love it. Got our hose, and then our hot water heater is in the corner. PEX piping, we like that. It works really good. Very simple room. It stays warm. I love it. I'm pretty spoiled with this room. All right, so we come out of the cheese making room, and then we're gonna go into the cheese aging room right here. This is a controlled environment as far as heating and cooling. So it's the winter, it's the end of January, and I have a little heater. Okay, let's do a different view here. Whew, there we go. It's not a huge room, but it is perfect for what we're doing. I have a little heater down here, and it'll turn on when it gets below 55. And then above here is our air conditioner, which we have manipulated with this CoolBot. So instead of in the summer staying at 60 degrees, it goes at 55 degrees. So get a CoolBot system that you can manipulate air conditioners. And so I make a lot of brined cheeses, like Gouda butter cheese, and I make cheddar, but that's not a brine cheese. So this is a pretty big tank. Honestly, I don't know how many gallons it is, but it's perfect for the amount of wheels that I do. You don't want them to be overcrowded. This is like perfect. So this is a rack. I added actually sections to it because I make lots of cheese. And these are wooden boards, and I did have to put clear coat on them. And a clear coat also on all the cement walls. You have to put clear coat on them. And we also put the plastic walling, easy to wash. Dairy inspectors really like that stuff because it's easy to clean. All right. So, we also have this lovely drain. This goes in between our cheese making room and our milk house. And I'm done draining it, and I can put that plug back in. So I just plug the cheese making room. Yeah. So basically that's it. Everything's very clean. We're very clean with everything. I'm very clean. So we got good scores for our milk inspector. That's another thing. Work closely with your milk inspector because they'll tell you what you need to do, especially if you're just starting a business, a dairy or cheese business. Work with your inspector. They'll tell you what you need to do. So we had to add our cheese making room. So this was one big room. So that wasn't there before, but our inspector said, hey, you got to add that part because your cheese room have to be separate. They're a whole separate thing. I gotta close this door. As well as your milking parlor has to be separate. You have to have a door between them. So anyways, that is that. It's turning all the lights off. Our cows really like our parlor. I know we've had people ask about it that are very interested. We would build this one again for sure. It's just the walls that we would have maybe changed. Instead of using the metal walls, we would have used the plastic. So, and since we're out here by our cows, I'll just give you a little tour of their where they lay and everything. First of all, we have alfalfa hay that was local, literally our neighbor's alfalfa hay. most of our hay is our own that we have actually grown. We have 10 acres that we can make our own hay. And then our neighbor has some alfalfa. So our cows are show cows. So our Holsteins, we bring them to shows. They're pretty large Holsteins. So the free stalls they're in are actually bigger than the typical free stalls you'll see on big dairies, as well as the head slots you see here. Those are specialty made for our tall cows. This is Adeline. Hey girl. Cows also, they have the option of going in their backyard. They're having a good time here. I just put some straw down for them. They have a constant flow of water here in their automatic water troughs. We put cement down here where their water is. That really helps make sure it doesn't get too muddy. So they have an electric fence back here right now. They actually can't go on the grass because there's no really grass to eat. So this is kind of their, if they want to come back here and run around, they can. In the summertime, they've all got a section of pasture. We rotational graze them. So they've got a pretty good life. We also have a maternity pen. Now we don't have a lot of cows calve because we don't have a big herd. So, but this barn here is where they can calve in. This girl's got a big pen. She's a big girl. She's our tallest cow. This is Annabelle. Hey girl. She recently calved, and so she's got this pen, tons of grass to choose from. These are some of our show heifers that our kids showed this last year. Eventually will be moved. Oh, they're very curious. Ashley, Frenchie, and Absidy. They like doing that. And these are ones we just weaned. They're born in September. We tend to keep our calves on milk for a long time. Better growth, and since we show animals, the better they're grown, the better usually they do in the shows. So, that's basically it for the heifers. We do feed them. So my husband's a nutritionist, and so we get to put together our own grain ration. So this is the calf grain. We mix calf grain with a protein mix that my husband also makes. It's about a 40% protein. This is the protein mix. They really like the smell and taste of that. That also gets them to... it's been really wet here in Eastern Washington. So we've gone through our straw a lot. So, but we got to keep them comfy, right? Especially since our farm is so small and we do all the work. We don't hire any employees. Our kids help us out. They feed the baby calves, which is where we're gonna go next. And we try to keep everybody involved and part of the whole process because not everybody gets to grow up on a dairy farm. Another thing to mention, we keep our grain in grain bins. So a big truck comes and they will deliver it. So this will be our lactating mineral, so for our milk cows. And then there's the protein is in there. And then we have wooden bins that they'll put our calf grain in, which isn't ideal, but someday maybe we can get another plastic big bin to have the guys deliver it to. All right, so here's the baby. We have our own calf hutch area. We like the plastic hutches. They clean way better that way versus like wooden hutches. They're harder to clean and disinfect. So this is the Annabelle, the cow that you saw in the barn. She recently calved. This is her baby. It's a little Angus cross with Holstein. We've done that on some of our harder breeders. Oh, here's a little white one. Can't remember what we named this one. It was an A name though. This one is an Angus cross as well, born on Christmas. So obviously you gotta name it Christmas, right? This will be a little calf that one of our kids will show this year. So our kids like to show as well. we encourage them to. So that is our farm. So if you guys have any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll try to answer them. But that was our parlor. Pretty simple. I mean, the only thing I didn't cover was the cleaning system. So we have a clean in place system, which makes life so much easier. It fills the water for us, and the chemicals are put in as well. The only thing we have to do is drain the water each time, so we have to be there for that. But other than that, that's about it. So we have a good life. We love our cows. We love what we do, even though in the middle of winter, it's not always fun. Right now is actually very pleasant. It's like maybe 36 degrees and a little cloudy, a little sunny, a little cloudy. So I'm not going to complain too much, but thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.